from the Quran to start with, and then I'll give you the tafsir and also hadith. So, Surah 9, 28, 29 and 30. I'm going to read all three verses. O you who have believed, indeed the polytheists are unclean, so let them not approach the Al-Masjid Al-Haram after this their final year, and if you fear privation, Allah will enrich you from His bounty if He wills. Indeed, Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Fight those who don't believe in Allah in the last day, and who don't consider unlawful what Allah and His Messenger have made unlawful, who do not adopt the religion of the truth from those who are given the scripture. Fight until they give the jizya with willing submission and feel themselves subdued. Ayah 30, last one. The Jews say Ezra is the son of Allah. Christians say the Messiah is the son of Allah. That is their statement from their mouths. They imitate the saying of those who disbelieve. May Allah destroy them. How they are deluded. So, that's jizya right there. What is the reason of jizya? I have 10 seconds. Sahih al-Bukhari 5588. My livelihood is under the shade of my spear, and he who disobeys my orders will be humiliated by paying the jizya. That's Muhammad talking.
Thank you for that.
You ready?
So jizya, start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Jizya, what is it? First of all, we have to understand that jizya is a tax which non-Muslims paid to the Muslim governments in the past to protect themselves, for their own protection. This tax was given to the government so that they can have certain privileges. One of those privileges was that the Christians and the Jews didn't have to do military service, which was compulsory for Muslims. And the Muslims were paying more tax than the Christians and the Jews. What was jizya? How much was it? They would pay a gold coin for those who were rich, beyond a certain limit. They paid one gold coin, which was 4 grams of gold every year. The ones who were middle class, they paid 24 silver coins, and the laborer paid 12 silver coins, and that was a very little amount for the entire year, and that's all they pay. For that, what do they get in return? They got protection from the Muslims for their wines, for their swines, for their religion, for the churches, for the bishops. And this is exactly what the treaties state. What the Christian friends fail to do is deliberately, in some cases, is to read those treaties which the Prophet ﷺ struck with non-Muslims. For example, the Treaty of Najran. Najran was a Christian settlement in the south of Arabia. Prophet Muhammad struck a treaty with them. In the treaty it clearly states that your lives, your property, your cattle, your churches, your bishop, your religion is under the protection of Allah and His Messenger. No changes whatsoever in your status will be made, and you shall remain in peace and justice. And Allah and His Messenger will protect you. In return, you pay jizya. So jizya, as a lot of Christians like to claim, was not to humiliate Christians and Jews. Rather, there were times when Christians and Jews were in the highest posts in the Muslim Empire. The most powerful Muslim monarch in the 10th century in Europe was Abdurrahman III in Spain. His prime minister was Jewish. Abdurrahman was governing a Sharia state, and Jewish prime minister, I wonder how he was humiliated.
It's very interesting that Adnan is just talking without reference. I started this debate by giving you references from your own sources, Muslims. Yeah? I gave you Surah 9, 28 to 30. And I gave you Sahih al-Bukhari, book 55, number 88. Yeah, chapter 88. This is what it says. This is what your prophet said. It's not me saying that jizya is for humiliation. It's not me. It's Muhammad himself. Listen to what he said. If you didn't listen. Narrated Ibn Umar that the prophet said, my livelihood is under the shade of my spear, and he who disobeys my orders will be humiliated by paying the jizya. So Muslims, it's not me making this up, it's your prophet. I have chunks of evidence to show in few other next segments that I will show. So jizya was there to humiliate because you don't believe in Allah. The verse starts, listen, Surah 9:29 starts by saying, fight those who do not believe in Allah. So it's got to do with my faith. It's got nothing to do with me paying tax. In this country, you pay tax. If you don't pay tax, no one's going to kill you. probably go to prison or you get penalized. But in Islam, under Sharia law, as a Christian, if I don't pay the tax, what happens to me? You kill them. And who said that? That's Tafsir Ibn Kathir. You're shaking your head, but the thing is, yeah, it's right there. It's in your own sources. I'll read it for you. This is what Tafsir Ibn Kathir says. It says, therefore, watch, I'm coming. Therefore, all people of the world should be called to Islam. I don't think you have any problem with that, do you? If any of them refuses to do so, or refuses to pay the jizya, they should be fought till they are killed. This is Ibn Kathir, part 2 on Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Al-Tawbah, abridged version. This is the tafsir of Ibn Kathir, volume 2. That's right there. So, I'm finished.
I'm going to continue. Thank you for that. This is a very crude reading of Islamic sources. Have you noticed what he does is he picks a hadith and reads it solitarily on its own without reading reports before and the reports after. Likewise, Ibn Kathir, when you read the entire chapter, what you see there is a commentary on a verse giving the historical context, the theological context, the context in war, the context in peace, right? What they do is they pick the context on war and they make it the general rule of Islam. This is where Christian missionaries have failed for centuries to deceive people, because the Muslim scholars are weak. Muslim scholars clarify the picture. Now, what is the context there? The verse he read from the Quran where it says, fight those who do not believe in Allah and His Messenger and charge them jizya, right? What is the context? Same Ibn Kathir, when he will go and read it, states that this happened when the Romans were attacking the Muslims. Muslims were preparing to defend themselves against Roman aggression. Romans had already started the aggression by threatening the Prophet and his community. If you want to read Ibn Kathir, I challenge you to read that part where it talks about the Romans attacking the Muslims. Why wouldn't you read it is the question. Why not? That's because it will clear the context and it will expose your hypocrisy and your double standards in using our sources to think that you can actually paint us as barbarians. The Prophet of Islam, if we followed that understanding of jizya, which my friend presented here, then there would be no Jews and Christians left alive in the Muslim lands. To the contrary, the Christians and the Jews flourished for centuries. The Jewish people, they had the golden age in Al-Andalus when it was governed by the Islamic law. The Prophet of Islam had treaties with the Jewish people. The Prophet of Islam gave protection to the Jewish people. The Prophet of Islam gave protection to the Christians. In fact, when the Muslims went into Syria, the Christians opened their doors for them, welcoming them as liberators. Same happened in Spain. When Muslims landed in Spain, the Jewish people, they sided with the Muslims. They were providing Muslims with important intelligence to neutralize their occupation of Spain. Jewish people were siding with the Muslims. Why is the question?
I'm going to read the context for you, yeah? And then you can come up with that conclusion, yeah? Watch this.
Romans.
I'm going to read Romans second. I'm going to read what I read first. Yeah, this is what I read, yeah? Ibn Kathir, widely regarded by Sunni Muslims to be the best Quranic commentator of all time in his tafsir, and had this to say about Surah 2. Wait, listen. 256. This is Ibn Kathir. There is no compulsion in religion.
Wait. Is Ibn Kathir saying that Ibn Kathir is the...
No. Let me just say...
So you just read something there.
No, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna clarify myself.
So can you
I'm gonna clarify myself, sure. Don't worry, yeah? This is what Ibn Kathir had to say. The reason for the revelation of the verse was that the women of Ansar used to make a vow to convert their sons to the Judaism if the latter lived. And when the tribe of Bani An-Nadir was expelled from Medina, some children of Ansar were among them, so their parents could not abandon them. Hence, Allah revealed there is no compulsion in religion.
Thank you.
Narrated Ibn Jair, on authority of Ibn Abbas and Abu Dawood, yeah, it was revealed with regard to a man from the tribe of Bani Salim Ibn Awf called Al-Huzayli, whose two sons converted to Christianity. that he himself was a Muslim. He told the Prophet, shall I force them to embrace Islam? This is what the guy said to the Prophet. They insist on Christianity. Hence, Allah revealed the verse. But this verse is abrogated by the verse of fighting. This is Ibn Kathir talking, not me. He quotes Surah 48:16. You shall be called to fight against a people to great warfare, then they should fight them or they shall surrender. Surah 9:73. Strive hard against the hypocrites and be harsh against them. Surah 9:1-3. Fight those of the disbelievers who are close to you and let them find harshness in you. And then what I read earlier on, Ibn Kathir concludes it like this. Therefore, all people of the world should be called to Islam. If any of them refuses to do so or refuses to pay the jizya, they should be fought till they are killed. There is the context for the first one. I will give you the context of Romans for the second one.
You have another extra minute to find Romans.
No, I'll show you.
No, I give you an extra minute.
Respond to this one first.
I will.
No.
Do you think I'm running away?
2
I
minutes.
want you to read the context.
Respond to this one 2 minutes and I'll show you the Romans. Come on, go.
You have 2 extra minutes.
No, I don't.
I give you my time. I give you my time. You have 4 minutes.
I don't need it. Go for
Hello,
it.
I'm giving you my time. 2 minutes, go on.
I don't need it. Can you just go?
I'm giving you my time and your 2 minutes. You have 4 minutes to talk. This is an offer in a debate. You cannot reject unless you want to be, So now look for the context. Obviously the context is not there.
Okay, listen.
No, you have to.
Okay,
sorry,
I'm not
gonna
listening.
talk. I'm not talking. 4 minutes. You have 4 minutes. Start the time.
No, I'm not going to start the time because I am the one who quoted Tafsir Ibn Kathir, where it says, therefore, all people of the world should be called to Islam. If they don't, they should be fought till they are killed. I didn't talk about Romans.
That's not the context.
I didn't talk about Romans.
I'm telling.
I read you the context of this specific ayah.
So this
and
shows
then
us.
Respond to this one first.
This
and
shows
then
us.
I will respond to your Roman rhetoric.
This shows us.
I'll show you. Go. 2 minutes. Go.
No. I'm not speaking. I'm only clarifying. This shows us that these people. No. Of course it's funny because I want him to take. It's gonna get funnier. Watch. Let's see if you laugh again. Okay. So, it is clear that this gentleman hasn't done his homework. He hasn't got. Okay, then read. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna read it. Yeah. However, you're gonna have to deal with my first point, and then you're gonna deal with
what makes
no, because you're the one who brought up the Romans. I didn't bring them up.
That's the context.
No, that's not the context.
Read it.
That's a different context.
Read it. But that's a different. That's a different context with the same verse.
No. Yeah, it's a different. Do you know
so you deliberately choose this context,
I didn't.
the more hostile one.
I did. I have both of them.
Okay, then read that. Why don't you read the other one, nicer one?
Because we're debating.
Because I want to make look Islam bad.
No. Listen. Okay.
Because I want to make Muslims look evil.
All right, let's expose you.
Why don't you say that?
Let's expose you, and then you're going to deal with
Let me
both.
take my shirt off. Let me expose myself.
Watch this. Ibn Kathir, the battles.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
No, 2 minutes. The battles of the Prophet. This is Ibn Kathir, page 183 to 184. I'll give you the reference. Yeah.
No, this same verse.
Allah Most High.
Hold on a second. No.
Why are you doing
I want the same verse.
want the Romans, right?
The commentary of the same
You
verse.
want the Romans? I'll give you the Romans.
Daniel.
Can't give him
Let's be
another 2
civilized.
minutes and then tell him what to say.
Adnan, why are you interrupting? You can't handle it. That's why.
Wait,
You can't handle it. That's why.
I know it can be
Don't,
frustrating.
if I'm wrong, then talk about
In
it
order
in
to
your
have a
time.
fruitful discussion, I am
wrong-
requesting from this gentleman to read the entire passage of Ibn Kathir on the matter.
Okay.
Period.
Calm down.
Entire
Do you have it with you?
You brought it up.
Okay, but do you have it with you?
I'm requesting from you to read. How can we know the context when the entire passage is read?
I'm gonna read to you what I brought here.
Why did you bring
Page
that?
183.
So you don't have the entire.
I do. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. The problem with you're not listening.
I can pull it out now in Arabic and I'll
Take it
read it
out.
and translate it.
Take it out.
Okay, but I want
If
you
I
to
am
read
wrong, if I am wrong, you can correct me in your own time.
it. Okay, so am I correct
Ibn
in
Kathir-
assuming that you don't have the entire
Ibn
passage?
Kathir,
Do you have the?
page 183 to 184.
What does that mean?
Allah Most High.
Sorry. We don't know what that means. 183, 184.
Can you talk like that in your
But
time?
what?
You can't handle it.
What verse are you dealing
You
with?
have to interrupt me to make yourself look good. Don't interrupt. Listen first. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, and then correct me in your time.
Okay.
I keep restarting the time.
I want the,
Don't interrupt.
I want the
Don't
commentary
interrupt.
for the same verse.
Don't interrupt.
I want the commentary for
Don't
the same
interrupt.
verse.
Don't interrupt.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
He's
He
evading.
doesn't know.
He's evading. He's evading.
I'm evading.
Allah Most High ordered the believers to prohibit the disbelievers from entering or coming near the sacred mosque. On that, Quraysh thought that this would reduce their profits from trading. Therefore, Allah Most High compensated them and ordered them to fight the people of the book until they embrace Islam or pay the jizya. Listen, Allah says, all you who believe, truly the pagans are unclean. So let them not, after this year, approach the sacred mosque and fear poverty soon, when Allah will enrich you, if He wills, out of His bounty. For Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Fight those who do not believe in Allah, nor the last day, nor hold that forbidden which Allah has forbidden, and His messenger, nor acknowledge the religion of the truth from among the people of the book, until they pay the jizya with willing submission and feel themselves subdued. Therefore, the messenger of Allah decided to fight the Romans in order to call them to Islam. So it's got nothing to do with Romans attacking him. It's got to do with them not believing in Islam.
Okay.
No, don't interrupt. I didn't finish.
Okay,
I didn't finish.
how much?
It's got, you said 4 minutes, right?
Yeah. You want to go for 4 minutes
No,
now?
you said
go,
4
go,
minutes.
go, go, 4 minutes. Go for it. But you're not answering my question.
No, I
You're
did
not-
answer it.
No,
I did answer it.
He
Listen,
wants 4 minutes.
he
He
wants-
wants to go on, and he doesn't want to read Ibn Kathir. He doesn't want to
I
read
did
the
read it.
entire
I
passage
just
of
did.
Ibn.
I just
That's
did.
not the entire passage.
That is Ibn Kathir.
Okay, wait.
That is Ibn
I'll
Kathir.
give you Ibn Kathir.
No
Wait.
problem. Take
No,
it
no,
out.
no.
In your own time.
Ibn Kathir. No,
in
no,
your
no.
own time. In your own. Let me finish.
No,
first.
no, no.
Can I finish my time?
Let me take it out. You're going to
This is
read
the
it
problem
in
with
4
Muslims,
minutes.
you know.
4 minutes.
There is no
4 minutes to read Ibn Kathir.
There's no
I'm saying
order.
4 minutes, not for your rant.
No,
not for your rant.
no
Okay.
order.
Not for your
I
preaching.
have read what Ibn Kathir says about
No,
jizya.
that's not the entire passage.
You brought up the Romans. I never brought up the Romans. I was going
that's the
to,
context.
but not now.
That
Slowly, I was gonna take you out. Slowly, I was going to expose you. But you exposed yourself early, no problem. Yeah. So the Romans is clear as crystal. If you Muslims don't get this, I feel sorry for you. There is no Roman that was fighting Muhammad at all. No Romans was going to fight Muhammad.
we'll see.
Romans do not believe in Islam. That's why the verse came, fight those who don't believe in Allah. It's very clear. Why? Because I don't believe in Allah. Fight them. Because they didn't embrace Islam. And it says here, they have to pay the jizya. There you go. Go. You're going to Google to find this out. It's embarrassing.
No, I'm here. I'm Ibn
Embarrassing.
Kathir. All of it, you will read in your 4 minutes, my friend.
No, you read it.
Yes,
you
yes,
read it.
yes.
It's time now. It's
Okay.
your time.
What?
It's your time now. to
No,
refute me.
I want you to read in 4
I
minutes.
read it,
Okay.
so you refute me. Go.
No, you're gonna read the entire
No,
passage of
I
Ibn
read
Kathir.
what I've read, and if I'm wrong, hang me.
Okay.
You have time. 2 minutes. You ready? Go.
No, we don't know hanging and lynching. Only Christians do. Only Christians do.
Is he Muslims?
Only-
They always think about.
only Christians.
They always think about
Okay.
violence. It's metaphor. Do you
Yeah.
understand what that means?
We Muslims
Okay, ready?
always think.
Are you
Okay.
ready? 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, now our friend here, what he did was he selectively chose passages from Ibn Kathir's commentary on the Quran, and there's a vast commentary on these verses on jizya. Ibn Kathir clearly gives the context. What scholars of tafsir or commentators do of the Quran is that they bring in information to contextualize the verse. How is it to be applied? How was the verse revealed in the first place? For what? For what purpose? In Ibn Kathir's commentary, and I will read it in Arabic in due course and translate it. Okay? I will show you that Ibn Kathir clearly stated that this was when the Romans were attacking the Muslims. These verses were revealed because Romans were, and there's a hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, it's there, and he knows
Show
about
me,
it.
show
I'm
me,
sure he
just
knows
show me,
about
just
it.
show me.
Okay, I will read it. That Umar bin Khattab was at home and a Sahabi came running, knocked his door to tell him, to give him a news of something, and Umar opened the door and he said, have the Romans arrived? Okay, and that was the fear in Medina of Romans. Okay, this was the last year of the Prophet. That's why this verse was revealed. to defend
Show
yourselves.
us.
To defend yourselves.
Show
I know
us.
it doesn't. I know it hurts. It hurts.
Show us.
You know, calm down. Calm down. The context.
you're not
Context
sincere.
hurts. Okay. Context hurts. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was given this verse from Allah. First of all, the first verse where it says the disbelievers are impure. It's not talking about physical. Look at this guy. I'm hugging him.
No,
He's
don't
not
touch
impure.
me.
Whoa.
Please don't.
Is there a non-Muslim?
You don't need
I
to
can
touch
hug.
me.
Is there a non-Muslim I can hug? No one wants to hug me? No one wants to hug me? No, you're a Muslim. You're a Muslim. Oh, shut up. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, coming back to my point. So
Why don't you put your phone back?
it is about the belief of the polytheists who were attacking the Muslims from Makkah. So verse number 28 is not quite dealing with verse 29. Verse 29 is dealing with the people of the book, who are the Romans, the Christians. They were planning to attack Muslims.
Time is over.
I'm finishing now. You took 15 to 20 seconds
You
more.
interrupted me.
Okay. So the Romans were the people of the book. Okay. Now the question is, if it is true,
Adnan,
if it is true,
time.
the hecklers are here. We can't talk with
Give me
them.
this time already anyway.
No, wait.
What you mean?
I have to finish my point.
What's
I have
your
to
point?
finish my
Okay,
point.
good.
The Romans, if they were attacking the Muslims in the year 9 when this verse was revealed, and the commentators clearly state that this verse was revealed for the Romans because they were attacking Muslims. So the verse was to fight them, to defend yourselves, and subdue them. Because they're oppressors, subdue them, and then give them a chance to live in peace and harmony. Those who want to live in peace and harmony, by charging them jizya.
Okay, time,
That's
time,
it.
Time.
Now my time
Adnan, okay, I'm gonna time myself. Adnan, I challenge you today. What you said, show me where it says, fight the Romans because they're fighting you. Pay the jizya because they're fighting you. Show me. I am showing you from your own sources. Jizya payment was for humiliation and because I don't believe in Allah. I read to you in Sahih al-Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88. Your prophet said this. If you believe in what Muhammad said, this is what he said. My livelihood is under the shade of my spear, and he who disobeys my orders will be humiliated by paying the jizya. This is what your prophet said. So if you disagree with your prophet, you might as well just leave Islam now. Become an apostate right now. Because this is what your prophet said. And then I read to you Surah 9, 29, 28, 23, 28 and 30. And the tafsir of Ibn Kathir, what he said. Therefore, all people of the world should be called to Islam.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with that, I guess. Any Muslim has a problem with that? Every Muslim has a problem? No Muslim has a problem with everyone coming to know Islam. But in the same sentence, Ibn Kathir says, if they refuse to pay the jizya, fight them till they are killed. You have a problem with that because your Western mind, your watered down version Islam does not agree with what Ibn Kathir says. So, Adnan, I've got 20 seconds. I challenge you now. Show me where Romans were coming to fight Muhammad, and that was the reason why he went to fight them. Show me. The jizya, the purpose for jizya was defensive and not offensive. Go. You ready? You gonna play it? Diversion.
Here's the slaughter.
All right, ready?
Here's the slaughter of this Christian missionary who doesn't fail to lie. Arabic, Ibn Kathir, which he doesn't have. And there's a reason why, brothers and sisters, I was asking you to read the entire text. Because these people, they are a bunch of liars. Okay? They are hate preachers. They want to paint Muslims as barbarians, as savages, so that everyone is scared of them. And if we followed that understanding of the religion, I would be scared myself of Muslims. I would be scared of Muslims. But our history testifies otherwise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Taqiyya is coming. Arabic, Ibn Kathir.
And give us the source.
Is there an Arab source to translate? Anyone who knows Arabic here? Anyone? No.
And give us the source as well.
Okay, Ibn Kathir.
Translate it and give us the source.
Ibn Kathir, tafsir of the same verse, chapter 9 of the Quran, verse 29, where Allah talks about fighting the people of the book. Because why? وَهَذِهِ الْآيَةَ الْكَرِيمَةِ. And this verse, أول الأمر بقتال أهل الكتاب. The first commandment here is to fight the people of the book. بعد تمهدت أمور المشركين ودخل الناس في دين الله أفواجا. After the pagans of Mecca have been subdued, Allah commands to fight the people of the book. Who are they? فلما استقامت جزيرة العرب أمر الله ورسوله أمر الله ورسوله بقتال أهل الكتابين اليهود والنصارى. Then Allah commanded and His Messenger commanded to fight the Jewish tribes and the Christians. وكان ذلك في سنة 9, and this happened in the year 9. ولهذا تجهز رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لقتال الروم. For this reason, the Prophet of Islam, he went to fight the Romans. Yeah. For this reason, the Prophet of Islam went to fight the Romans. The Romans.
Janaza.
Okay, wait. No, let me finish.
I'll give you more. Go.
Yeah.
Expose yourself more.
Janaza is already done.
I can't believe this.
So here, يريد الشام لقتال الروم فبلغ تبوك فنزل بها وأقام على مائها قريبا من 20 يوما. So Rasulullah here, Ibn Kathir in the Arabic language is clearly stating that first of all, God commanded to subdue the pagans of Mecca who had attacked the Muslims, right? And they had destroyed the Muslim tribes, people who were allied to Muslim tribes, Banu Bakr and Banu Khuzayah. There were two tribes, they fought each other. One was allied to the Meccans, the other one allied to the Muslims. They don't want to know this history, right? I know, I understand why. I know, I sympathize with them. Anyway, all Ibn Kathir, all is in Ibn Kathir.
Anyone can say.
Give me the permission to read all of it.
Page number. Page number.
Arabic.
Give me the page number.
It's in Arabic.
Do you have the page number?
Yeah. Okay. In Arabic, it doesn't. Wait. In Arabic online.
Listen, you've been talking for 3 minutes. I'm giving you a minute extra. Yeah, let me talk.
Can I finish
reading? Let me talk.
Can I finish reading?
In your next segment. In your next segment.
When I want to read.
In your next segment.
When I want to read, do you want me to read?
Time is over, sir.
Okay.
Time is over.
Time is over.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
So it's clear
that
this is about Romans.
Hey, listen, Adnan, my challenge again, please Muslims, listen, yeah? My challenge again, yeah, is show me where Ibn Kathir says the reason why Muhammad had to go and fight the Romans is because they were attacking him. Just because it says the words Romans, oh yeah, they were attacking him.
I am going to translate word by word.
Don't interrupt.
Walihaza.
Don't interrupt.
Because of this.
Why are you interrupting?
Because you lied.
No, I haven't finished.
Okay,
the fact that he's interrupting means he doesn't have the sources.
No.
Give me the page number in your own time. Give me the references. You say this in Arabic. You're making Arabic some big language. It's nothing. Show me where. Show me the sources. I'll give you the sources here. The battles of the Prophet, Ibn Kathir. You can go and read it yourself. Page 183 and 84. This is what it says. Therefore, the messenger of Allah decided to fight the Romans in order to call them to Islam. This is what it says. I'm giving you the sources, Muslim. If you don't trust me, go and read it. The Battle of the Prophet, page 183 to 184. Adnan is cornered in speaker's corner, so that's why he can't show me. Don't hide behind Arabic. Show me where it says, Ibn Kathir says the Romans came to fight them, and then Muhammad went to fight. No one came to fight Muhammad. They didn't have enough time for it. The guy went to fight Romans because they didn't believe in Islam. That's why Surah 929 came in. Nope. That's why Surah 929 came in and says, fight those who don't believe in Allah. Very simple. Now, I challenge you, show me the sources and show me where Ibn Kathir says that. Go.
I'm gonna turn to your camera because our people believe us. Yeah. This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic. I have taken it out on internet. I wrote in Arabic in the search engine, Ibn Kathir 929. The tafsir of Ibn Kathir in its entirety in Arabic came up. This is the reference. If I'm lying, let people catch me as a liar. Okay? Now, the translation he read, even the translation is a lie. What did he read? So he fought the Romans so that he can call them to Islam. Is that what he read? Is that what he read? Okay. Let's see what the Arabic says. What? Janaza. Wait. Walihaza, word by word translation. Wait, guys. Walihaza, for this, تجهز رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لقتال الروم. For this reason, Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم moved to fight the Romans. وَدَعَا النَّاسِ إِلَى ذَلِكَ. And he called people to fight with him, the Romans. Not that he called people to tell the Romans to come to Islam. Nowhere in the Arabic you can read that. Instead, can you believe this? Can you believe this? Brother, wait, I'm 100% serious.
We don't say the Romans attacked.
Get some Arab. Any Arab. Get a non-Muslim Arab to read
You
this.
don't even know anything.
Come in. Who knows the Arabic? Yeah, come.
No. Show me where the Romans attacked him. Please. Hiding behind Arabic.
Wait. Look at the tatty, evil, lying translations. Translate from this. Walihaza. Come here. Read and translate word by word. Wait. Yeah, he's a Muslim, so he's a liar.
How are we going to trust a Muslim translation?
Read. Just translate.
He can do it, but he's going to lie. Listen, you guys are professionals in Turkey. He's going to do it for you.
Yeah, round 37.
By the way, it's time. Let's speak. You're not respecting the time.
No.
You're not respecting the time.
Wait.
Listen. This is walihaza. This word means and. That means he's been talking about something earlier. Lihaza, li means lamu ta'lil. Give you the
Don't worry
reason.
about that. Just translate. Don't forget to
Walihaza for this. Tajhazu Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the Prophet moved.
Yes.
Liqitali Rum, to fight the Romans.
Yeah.
Wada'annas, he called the people ila zalika to fighting the Romans.
Takbir! This is
I can't believe this.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
Daniel.
Your time is over. No, you can take it. Omar, you can take the Romans go to fight them?
Take the shahada.
Say it.
Okay.
The Romans go to fight Muhammad, yes or
Ladies
no?
and gentlemen. Okay.
No, he's going to get exposed.
You can
the
get
Romans went to fight Muhammad, yes or no?
No.
Yes or no?
Daniel, he read something. I was behind there.
Okay.
I heard him.
Yes.
Translation was correct.
Okay.
And then he said, he called the Arab. I speak Arabic. And then I came.
Okay,
I speak
Omar,
the same
don't
thing.
divert. Don't divert.
He's not debating you. I am. Talk to me. He only came to translate.
No, wait. Hey.
He
They're
called
liars.
me to confirm
They're
it.
liars. They're
He
going to
called
lie
me to-
again and again. Listen, did the Romans go to fight Muhammad?
How can we talk to people who call us liars?
Because you're lying.
No, you're lying.
Did the Romans go to fight Muhammad?
Ladies and gentlemen,
What do you believe
wait. He is reading a translation of the same passage in his translation that for this prophet fought the Romans, and he fought them to call them to Islam. You remember that?
But did they fight
You
him?
remember that?
Did they fight
Okay,
him?
wait.
Did the Romans fight him?
Wait.
No, your time
Wait.
is over. Actually.
Wait.
Your time. No.
My time is over now.
That's not. No, you Muslims don't have order.
His
2 minutes, 3
time.
minutes. We agreed to that.
Your time.
And then you wait 4 minutes.
Comment. If you have any shame, comment this.
No. I'm gonna comment.
If you have any shame,
I
comment on this.
Okay.
You keep challenging
Let me
us,
talk.
you're losing, man.
I challenge you to
Your
show me
missionaries don't help
where the Romans went to attack Muhammad. Muslims, did he show me that the Romans went to attack Muhammad? Yes or no? Why are you quiet all of a sudden? No. I'm asking you a question. Audience, answer the question.
Yes.
All of you are Muslims. Did he show me that the Romans went to attack Muhammad? Yes. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
No. He never read it. He said, no, he never. It's on camera.
What did I read? What did I read?
And your brain's not working.
Calm down.
He said it
Calm down.
What did I read?
Calm down. No, he never said that. He never said.
This is another Godwin. It's another Godwin moment.
Okay, listen. Adnan, listen.
This is gonna get famous.
You lied.
You're gonna become
And you're
famous.
gonna lie
You're gonna thank me
again,
afterwards.
and you're gonna lie over and over again. Tafsir ibn Kathir is very clear. Yeah. If I give you the benefit of the doubt that you said the Romans went to attack Muhammad, if I give you the benefit of the doubt, yeah. Ibn Kathir is contradicting what Muhammad said, is contradicting what the Quran said. If I give you the benefit of the doubt, you still lose the debate. Why? Because Muhammad said the reason why people pay the jizya is for humiliation. No. I've read it in Sahih al-Bukhari. Don't say no. Don't say no. In Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter 55, book 88. I read it. I read it. The reason why Jews and Christians pay the jizya is for humiliation. It's very clear. Very clear. So, if you're saying what the Prophet said is different from what Ibn Kathir said, different from what the Quran says, there's a problem in Islam, and we all know that. That's why you need to repent and accept Jesus, who's Lord and King. Amen. Now go.
Okay, thank you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
When Christians start preaching, that means they've lost the debate. Okay, so that's clear.
You're not going to go over 2 minutes.
It is clear that he was lying, not deliberately. I wouldn't say he was deliberately lying, but okay, I'll give him benefit of that. He was reading a translation which is false, which is wrong, which is a lie, because the Arabic says that the Prophet, for this reason, Prophet fought the Romans, and he called the people to join him to fight the Romans. This is what the translation means. The Romans never went as for Bukhari, he read the report from Bukhari. If I was to read the Bible solitarily, some of the verses, go into the city of Amalekites, kill men, women and children, and babies, donkeys? Suckling infants, the word suckling infants, do not leave them alive, even camel and donkey. What did the donkey do? Okay, the question is, what did the donkey do? What did the camel do? And if I read the verse solitarily on its own, if I was to come here and say, Christians believe in killing men, women and children and suckling infants and donkeys and camels, right? What would you think I am? Mad, liar, Dajjal, right? This is why I'm not going to say these things to him. He can decide what he is.
45 seconds.
They read our sources in separation, selectively. Now coming to Islam's history, if Muslims follow that understanding of these verses, ISIS agrees with them. No, ISIS agrees with these people. Actually, ISIS agrees with Christian missionaries. ISIS learns Islam from J. Smith. Abu Baghdadi will quote him. Yes, he would be agreeing with them.
20 seconds.
Our civilization testifies to the fact that Jews and Muslims and Christians lived in harmony for centuries. Even the most lying of Christian missionaries will admit that. Because academically, there are so many books written on this topic. One book I will strongly recommend is Professor Thomas Arnold.
Time is over.
I know you don't like it.
No, time is over.
Sources.
Time is over. Time is over. Have order. Have order. Time is over. You agreed to 2 minutes. When it's 2 minutes for me, I stop. When it's 2 minutes for you, you go to 4. It's very, very, very funny, you Muslims. You don't even know the references, and I'll give you the references now, and you're like, oh, I'm going to side with him. Of course you're going to side with him. But it's very, very clear, yeah? I'm not going to go on a vicious circle here. I'm not going to go on a vicious circle. He never showed me that the Romans came to attack. That's a lie. I'm reading what the sources say. Can you give me, okay. What Muhammad said, Ali Dawah, you asked Adnan to debate, so you don't need to talk, yeah?
No, I was asking.
No, you asked him to debate.
You're killing your time.
No, when he was talking. He was talking.
Killing your time.
So, can you give me the background of what Muhammad said about the jizya being for humiliation? You give me the background if I'm wrong. Sahih al-Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88. Muhammad's livelihood is under the shade of his spear. Whoever disobeys his order, they have to pay jizya as a sign of humiliation. If I'm lying, I challenge you, get the context out. Sahih al-Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88, I'll give it to you for the third time, that this has got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Show me. Prove your case. Because all you're doing is you're just talking, and you gave an Arabic writing of Ibn Kathir without the reference. You just said, oh, this is Surah 929. What reference did he give?
Read in Arabic.
What reference did he give? Tell me, what reference did he give? He said he gave a reference. What reference did he give? You're quiet now. You're quiet now. All you talk about is janazah time. Have a theological debate, yeah? And then see who wins and loses at the end. Don't talk about janaza in the middle. You're talking about janaza as if I'm the one who lost. You're the one talking about it.
Yes,
Bro,
yes, it's your janaza, don't worry.
It's very clear. Adnan, you lied, and you're going to lie again. You're going to apply your taqiyya. Your prophet said, pay jizya as a sign of humiliation. It's very clear.
It is very sad to hear or to realize that people. Of course, you already finished. Okay, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very disturbing that there are people like this in this world who actually believe in these things. I don't believe it. Right? This is why people like this end up killing Muslims, innocent Muslims around the world. It's people like him who are teaching the U.S. Army.
That's right.
Robert Spencer,
That's what Muhammad said.
Pamela Geller, Jay Smith, haters, absolute liars who teach the verses. And you know what they do? This is exactly what they do. They go to these institutions. They have these selected quotes that are completely out of context, and they read them in front of people, and people think, oh my God, Muslims are such barbarians.
Exactly.
But when we read the history of Islam, ladies and gentlemen, we come to realize the Treaty of Najran is there, and I'm reading word by word. This is the treaty between the Christians of Najran and the Muslims. Thus is the protection for the people of Najran, for the churches, for the bishops, for the crosses, for the idols, for the property, and for the cattle. No change whatsoever in the status shall be made. Number one. Number two, Treaty of Spain between Abdul Aziz bin Musa bin Nusayr and the Christian ruler of 7 cities. The ruler was called Gabdouche. And the treaty states, and this treaty can be found in the book of Olivier Rimmel, and the book is titled Medieval Iberia. You can go and check the treaty in this book, how the Muslims treated the Christians. And furthermore, go further. How did the Christians and Jews feel about it? He has never lived under Islamic rule. He has never lived under Sharia. He cannot talk about it. And Sharia doesn't want you.
Exactly. Let's hear the ones who have.
Yeah. The point is, those who lived under Sharia,
Listen carefully.
Christians and Jews, what did they have to say? Bahya bin Pakuda, writing in 1085 in Cordoba, a Jewish rabbi, states, I know you don't like it. I'm going to finish.
What do you mean I don't like it?
I'm going to finish.
Wait.
Give me.
We said 2 minutes. If you go over 2 minutes, it's fine.
Out of your Christian generosity, give me 1 minute.
No.
Christian generosity.
No.
Out of your Christian generosity.
My Christian generosity.
The truth. You can have 3 minutes.
Truth and honesty.
You can have 3 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Time's up. They don't want people to know.
No.
Time's up because they don't want people to know.
Adnan.
They will let me shout for 1 minute, but they won't let me speak.
Okay, talk to me here.
Okay.
Can you conclude
Finish,
for
brother.
2 minutes?
Finish your point.
I'll give you 2 minutes. Conclude.
Thank you.
Do your conclusion.
Okay, yeah.
You ready?
I'm doing
And
that.
then I'll do my conclusion.
No problem. For 2 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, there, started.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I was saying that those Christians who lived under Islam, Bahya bin Pakuda, Jewish rabbi, writing in Cordoba in 1085, states that our living standard is even better than the Muslims. Likewise, Amnon Cohen, who is a Jewish scholar from Israel, wrote a book in 1994 titled A World from Within, the sigil records from the 16th century. He studied the court records from the Ottoman period in Jerusalem for the year 1500 to 1570. For 70 years he read the court records, and in these court records he found 1,000 Jewish cases filed in the Sharia court, in the Muslim court. Why were the Jews coming to Sharia court? Because they found more justice. Who says so? Amnon Cohen, who is a Jewish scholar. Likewise, in the 9th century, in 850s, Patriarch Theodosius, writing in Jerusalem in the 9th century when the Abbasids were governing Jerusalem, he states, the Saracens, i.e. the Muslims, let us live in peace. They do not molest us, they do not abuse us in any shape or form, and they allow us to practice our religion with freedom. Theodosius. John Bar Penkaye, writing in the 7th century when Muawiyah radiallahu anhu was governing the Muslim Empire, he writes that the peace throughout the world is such that we have never seen anything like it. And the list goes on and on and on. I have written a book on this topic, and the title of the book is Islam's War on Terror. Islam's War on Terror. You can find it PDF online. All the quotes and more is there, so that you can see the lying face of these missionaries.
So you can, it's 20 seconds left. You can clearly see this man has lived in Islamic State. The ones who have, look at their testament.
No, Islamic, under Islamic law,
Yeah,
not Islamic State. Well, you know what
not
Islamic State
the
means?
real one, not that one. Not that one,
Yeah.
So you can
A'udhu
clearly
billah.
see the ones who lived under that rule, how they testified. And you're talking about humiliation. Look, did any of them say we got humiliated?
Alright, you got time, yeah? Time. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that you take what the Muslims say under the Roman Empire or whatever you said, more than what Ibn Kathir says, and what the Quran says.